Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got something insane. A wild, chaotic, vintage masterpiece from Mikhail Tal, the magician from Riga himself. This game was played against Andrew Matanovsky on October 29th, 1976. All right, the game begins with pawn to e4, pawn to e5, bishop to c4, knight to c6. Then we get knight to f3, bishop to c5, all normal, right? But then Tal plays pawn to b4. He's already sacrificing a pawn on move 4. Welcome to the Evans gambit, baby. Black accepts the gambit, of course. White follows up with pawn to c3, bishop retreats to a5, and Tal calmly castles short. Black develops knight to f6, attacking the e4 pawn and preparing to castle. White could defend with rook to e1, but come on, you don't play the Evans gambit just to sit back and defend. Instead, Tal plays pawn to d4. He's saying, I want the center, I want the initiative, and I don't care about your pawns. Black takes on d4 with the knight, but then Tal pushes pawn to d5, kicking the knight away. The knight retreats to e7, and Tal jumps right back in with knight takes d4. Now, most players here would castle, right? But Black decides to get spicy. He plays pawn to f6, attacking the knight. And that was a huge mistake, because you don't attack Mikhail Tal's pieces. He attacks you. Queen to h5, check. Boom! At first, it looks like a blunder. Black just blocks with the pawn and attacks the queen. But hold on. If the knight captures that pawn, it's going to get recaptured immediately. So what's going on here? Did Tal actually blunder? Of course not. He plays pawn to d6. He sacrifices everything. The pawn, the knight, maybe even the queen. This is vintage Mikhail Tal. Throw everything forward and dare your opponent to survive. Because if Black captures the queen, then comes bishop to f7 check, king to f8, and bishop to h6 checkmate. Absolute destruction! In the actual game, Black takes the knight instead. And now, Tal recaptures the pawn with his queen. Look at this position. White's got 5 different threats at once. The king is in danger, the rook is in danger, the knight's under attack, everything's falling apart. Black desperately moves the rook to f8, trying to get out of the pin. And Tal? He's not done yet. He plays bishop to h6. Now Black's knight takes a pawn, defending f7 and attacking the bishop, but Tal had that all planned. He plays queen to g7, threatening the rook and checkmate at the same time. It looks like Black's hanging on, but the truth is, nothing can stop that rook from falling. And if it moves off the back rank, queen to h8 is game over. This attack is just ridiculous. Even if Black gives up the rook, Tal's still got a dozen ways to finish the game, including more queen sacrifices leading straight to checkmate. So Black tries one last trick, rook to f4, hoping to distract Tal's dark-squared bishop. And Tal just laughs. He plays bishop to f7 check, another sacrifice. If the knight takes, it's immediate checkmate on f8, so Black is forced to take with the rook. Then queen to h8 check, the knight blocks, and instead of taking the knight, Tal plays rook to e1 check. And right there, Andrew Matanovsky resigns. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. The Black queen never even got to play. Meanwhile, Tal's queen, a fearless monster. If the game had continued, there was nothing Black could do. The king can't move, the rook can't block, and every single line ends in checkmate. What a masterpiece! That's Mikhail Tal, the man who made chaos look beautiful. And honestly, watching Tal play is a reminder of what chess can be. It's not just about calculation, it's about imagination, confidence, and the courage to go all in. If you enjoyed this crazy game, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more wild attacks like this. See you in the next one.